What's up, guys? We're going to take a look at the new Takeoff feature and see how we can implement it into our budget cost group catalog. Let's check it out. We're going to start by getting our plans into the Takeoff. We're going to hit Upload, Sample Spec. Go ahead and upload this. And it's a PDF, and it's going to bring in all the pages from the document. And there we go. All right, so here is our project. It's beautiful outdoor living area. We want to bid it. So we need to estimate by starting to go into plans. The pages we're going to use here are things like this hardscaping page and then the landscape page. So now that we've got our plan uploaded, we are going to go to our budget. We're going to go to group. We're going to do, let's start with landscape beds. So we'll open up our group. We're going to go to, say, material selection, and you see we've already got a parameter built into the quantity formula for the group. It is not in the cost item. The cost items are pulling from the parent group. Now let's see how this works before putting in that amount. So before, let's say we don't have this parameter and we just type in 450 square feet. What it's doing is it's producing a cubic yards of mulch for each of the types of mulch that we might use in a landscape bed. So we've already got some of these formulas built, but they're all based off of this quantity formula. Before Takeoff, we were just typing in the quantity here. Now we're going to use a formula. So we're going to go ahead and put this back in, and we're going to hit Save Changes. So this is to be determined. Now we see that it hasn't showed up in our plans yet. Maybe this is a bug. It's still a new feature, but if it's showing up in the budget here, but we don't see it in the plans tab, we can come to parameters, hit save. And now when we go to plans, now we have a list of parameters. And this is a very big deal. So if there's any point that we can make on this video, as far as implementing the Takeoff, the direction needs to be from the budget to the plan tab. If you start by uploading the plan, making a bunch of parameters, and then you go into the budget and try to add those parameters, you really won't be saving yourself much time because you've done the measurement. You could just type in the amount instead of the parameter in the budget. The power of the Takeoff feature really is built on the budget, catalog, cost groups, and cost items. So here we are in our catalog cost groups, and we've built this catalog cost group to include the mulch and to include this parameter. And that is going to save us the time when we are in the job, just as we've seen. We brought this in and it already populated our list of parameters. So now that we're here, let's go ahead and use it. Okay, we want to mulch square footage. Let's do this. We are going to open up this page. We're going to scale it. We're going to zoom in here. And we see our scale is 1/8 inch equals 1 foot. So we can scale our plan. You can either select points manually. We know the scale in advance. So we're going to go 1/8 of an inch. Boom. Equals a foot. All right. Let's zoom out here. Now we need to calculate the mulch for the landscape beds. We're going to select the measurement for the mulch square footage, and we're going to start clicking. Now you can see this feels kind of free. If you'd like to increase the accuracy or just for your own personal sanity, you can hold the Shift key and it will lock directions on every 45 degrees. All right. This is real time. Oops. Hit enter. And now you see we've got this area with a square footage of 63. Coming down here, this is an area of mulch, enter. And here we go. Again, enter. As you can see, now we've got our areas of measurement. And we're gonna hit stop and save. So this one mulch area say I had different areas of mulch I need to reference, they're like sub parameters is how they're going to behave. And this is going to produce a new parameter within our group. So when we look at the budget, we'll have a parameter for the mulch square footage. We will also have mulch square footage colon area one. So I'll say rear beds. Okay. Hit enter. And that's it. And we don't need that guy. Now we've got our rock bed square footage. Go ahead and grab this measurement. Let's enter. And then we are also going to grab this. Boom, boom. Enter. Now we got a rock. And we also need to subtract some of this mulch in the middle, which I realized I didn't record earlier. So I'm going to do a negative amount. And we're something like this amount. That gets us pretty close. And then I'm going to come back to mulch and I'm going to add a measurement for that same area. There we go. Now we're feeling good about it. All right, let's save it. So now we've calculated the square footage here and then the rock bed square footage. So now let's take a look at what it's done in the budget. It's automatically populated this number. So now we can pick our mulch. You can select the group and deselect the one you want to keep as a quick way to delete. We don't need this rock. We want it all to be 6-inch, so we'll delete that, mostly because I didn't have the parameter in there typed right. And then we've got the selection. We're going to do the Glacier 3 to 6-inch. Beautiful stone. Delete this. And you see how we've already calculated the tons. So without having to type in those steps, I just measured the areas. I now know that I'm going to need 4.5 cubic yards of mulch. I'm going to need 10 tons of 3 to 6-inch Glacier rock. So that is a way to very quickly populate this. And that's it. That's the new Takeoff feature, how we're using it in our budget cost group catalog. Thanks for checking it out.